All right, Elite Code 3, here we go with another one. Let's do it. This one's actually been back for like a couple months, but I just haven't gotten around to filming it. It just got pushed to the side. There was a lot of other orders coming through, but we'll finally get to this one. There's the usual suspects on this order, but we'll start off with this one. That's your Brady Bowman. That is a PSA 8. I know there's a couple more of these in this order. It's got a little white on these bottom corners. That's kind of one of the main things. It's actually a really good copy for an 8. It's respectable. That's a good one. So there's an 8. I think that I had that one in the 8.5 range. Don Ross, these are typically in the 7 to 8 range. I think if you buy these raw, sometimes you'll even come across 6s. Just because centering is your common issue with the 2000 Don Ross rookie, the 1325. But this one has good eye appeal. I think I had this one in the 8+ range too. It's got a little, like most of the edges and corners have that going on the bottom especially. But Don Ross gets an 8 on that one. Ionics, this is one I thought was a 9. Gets a 9. Here's how you tell you're centering on the Ionics. These two purple streaks down the sides there. This one's centered right up. Faint, light softness there. Not softness, but just not perfect. So maybe that's why. I'm not sure. Ionics, a lot of Brady's. Couple certified, so I think I had these flipped the other way. I think I thought the one that got an 8 I thought was nicer, so this is one's gonna get snapped out. So this is one I thought this was a 9. It got an 8, and I think the 9. I thought the 9 was an 8 because of the scratching on the surface. So so I'll probably sell this one, snap that one. If that makes sense to you guys. I don't know. Maybe they saw something I didn't see, or they could have easily just typed in the grade wrong and messed them up. Which I would probably go with the latter on that one, just from the track record and the inconsistencies. This one I had as a 10, and I don't grade that many as 10s, but this one I thought was deserving based on centering, based on flagship, your standard cardboard card. All the tops like 2020 tops and have that same type of cardboard, so you can kind of evaluate the card pretty easily. And this one fit all specifications outlined on the website. That's kind of what I tell PSA. If I get a grade that's like a card that should be a 9, like 9.5, a card I thought had a 10 chance and comes back in 8. I'm just like, I don't understand what's going on with these grades. This is one I thought was a 10. It was snapped from an SGC 10. Bought it raw. It came in. It's in great shape. There's nothing really. The borders are green. The back has kind of a green to it too. If you're really nitpicking, there's honestly not much to go off of with this card. Centering's fine, so should definitely be a 10. It got a 9, so missed the spin on that one. Bowman, again, I always look at the back first. This one's got a rougher back than the first 8 we saw. Bottom left corner there, you kind of see it's not terrible, but the last one was definitely sharper. Centering, I always flip this one around. The centering's really good on this one. 55-45 from right to left. Top to bottom looks pretty good too, so respectable copy. I think the other one was probably more of an 8.5 card, but they don't typically do the half grades ever, so. Peterson, I think this was a 6 last time. It got a 7 this time, so a nice spin there. That's the Spa Gold, though. If I snapped this and sent it to SGC, I'm almost positive it would get an 8. PSA does grade the thicker cards tougher, and most people know that. Every once in a while, you'll get a 10 on a thick card, and does happen sometimes. Got a second Don Ross. This Don Ross, let's just look at it real quick. This is one I thought was in the 8 to 8.5 range. Gets an 8. That's fair. Great card. It doesn't have like the classic rated rookie, but it's just a cool card. I think the first year of Don Ross football was 99. No, there was some 97 like Donruss QBC preferred and stuff like that. So yeah, that's not right. Here's National Treasures Julio. I thought this was more of an 8.5, borderline 9 actually on the sticker card. It's got a little white on the back, just right there up in that edge. But I mean, I'm not thinking it's a 10. I'm thinking it's a 9. The patch window is clean. The corners edges are nice, and just a great example. So that's the RPA to 99. Gets an 8. A few more. We've got one more Brady Bowman to look at. This one got a 9. So let's just look at this one closely and kind of compare it to the 8s we saw. So there's a little white there. See that white? And this corner is really good. Centering, flip it. It's close to 50-50. Top to bottom's good as well. I would say this is maybe just a little nicer than the first one we saw that was an 8, but pretty much similar to that one. Definitely nicer than the second one. So yeah, I would say this fits a 9. I think I had it as a 9 as well. This is one. So these next two were from a different order that I sent off that came back, and this card is the black refractor to 100. This is a huge card. This one came back in 8. I can't remember what happened with this card. If I snapped it out and they gave me a 7, and I just didn't agree, so I snapped it and got an 8. So black refractor Rogers, that's a monster. I would venture to say this card's got to be at least 5,000 by now, even in an 8. And then this is an absolute. This is a bomb right here. Look at this one. That's the TC Gold Auto in a 10. I bought this from a guy in July. We were going to meet up at the National. It didn't happen. He got kind of salty about it, but I told him I'd just pay through eBay and ship it. It's not that big a deal. But Gold Auto, I don't think it was perfect. I think I had it in the 9.5 range. So, I mean, they definitely could have picked out one small thing and given it a 9. If I snapped it out today and sent it in, it might get a 9 next time. But lucky spin, and that's it. So those last two were different order. The first 10 or so were an order from a couple months ago. I think that order took a good 10 months to come back. So later I'm going to post some of these up to the store.